Hi everyone, I'm back. This is my second attempt at this. I actually completely broke my Kali somehow with an open redirect. I nearly completed the challenge and it messed up, so we will do this again. So actually I need to run this through burp. So what we're doing is probably going to the usual spot. We've done this before, so anywhere that kind of queries the server is probably an ideal place. It might be here, so I don't know if you can see that request. I'll just put it as one request. So what's requesting here is a product ID number, so that might be the answer, or it might be in the stock API, which is when you basically ask what's happening. This support, so this one's a GET request, so you're probably not going to get much from that. So the post request is the one that you probably need. So if we send this to the repeater, half and half it, I'll make this a lot bigger. So what we're doing here is the stock API is basically getting the store ID and basically grabbing how many stocks in it. So we're going towards the server. This is posting something to the server. So from there, I think we should mess with this. If we go back to the challenge, so what we're trying to do is get this admin panel into the users. I know from previous ones we have they all have the kind of same thing where it's you have to fire the request through the actual stock API itself. So username equals Carlos, I think it is. So all this is doing is creating a query, delete. What are we deleting? A username, a user, in basically where the user equals Carlos. We have to find out how to do it through this. But this is one of the practitioner ones, so there'll probably be there will be security checks on this. So if we go to here and use this one, as you can see, this is already previously there. Maybe if we decode this, it's not really the hardest to decode ever, but right, so it's doing this and this. So maybe if we get inside this parameter right here, we should be able to grab that previously used. Actually, I'll copy this out of the decoder. So we should be able to do this. So what this is, the query where it's trying to query the product ID, instead of querying the product ID, it's basically doing our request for us. We'll see if that pushes it through. Oh wait, I'm missing parameter. So what was it before? It was, it's in the decoder. So maybe if we do the AND, with product ID 1, and that was AND this. So if we try that, nope. One and URL equals this. Should try that. Nope. Or URL wouldn't work because that would take you to an external. Maybe path. Try and find that IP for internal. No. Maybe if we get rid of. I think path is the right command. Because maybe not check. Path equals, yep, so that'll send you to there. That's all this bit to right. It's just where to put it. Is it URL encoded? Do we URL encode this? Proceed to only access. Alright, okay. Find open redirect. So one sec, we will find a new command. So if we go back to here, check the stock again, put this in the repeater, so we start from fresh. So it's back. Product ID equals 2 and ID equals 1. So I think it has to be here because we're looking for the path. I don't know how to do that. So if we go back to the last one, steal this. So this one's not been messed with as much, so this one should work. So if we send that, it's still missing parameter. Weird. So that equals 2. So why don't we just AND it again? And path equals. There we go, did that work? I just added a command. It's gone through as a 200. We're not on proxy, are we? No? Don't know. I thought that went through. Oh, it's taken. I think it's taken it out. Alright, okay. So which one is AND? If I put it in URL encode, maybe that'll work. Did that work? Nope. So this is all correct. Path is, I think path is correct. And so if I take this away and then try, see, it adds me some parameters, so it has to have that in place. So this is all mine after that. So it has to have store ID and it has to have that. So maybe instead of just where this equals 2, so this equals 2 there, then it still has the store ID, it still has the thingy ID, maybe that'll work? Oh, and the product ID. No, that still gives me a missing parameter. Right, I'm going to have a go away and Google this. Right, so I'm back. So I kind of got to the point where I was reading through the thing, and I think this API is completely secure, to be honest. I can't see a way around it, so maybe there's something else on the site. I reckon it'll be my account. All we're going to have to do is watch the HTTP requests. There's nothing there. We're going to have to look for another form of post request, I think. Maybe it's here. So that is a post request, but it doesn't contain any kind of APIs, which I believe it says it's looking for. And the stock checker. So it's somewhere near the stock checker. So I'll go. Yeah, it's the stock checker, right? So what does this do? So it does post the stock, right? If we click next product. Oh, hello. Look at that. That's a query. Oh wow, look at that. So that took me forever. So basically why the reason I couldn't get around it was this was getting put in the wrong place. It is a blatantly obvious path right here. So all we're doing is using this path to delete the username and Carlos. So basically, because it's looking for a path internally, why don't we just keep using that path to go to this local IP address with a local server and delete the user Carlos? Is that complete? Maybe. I think so. That looks done. Is that done? That's a weird one. I thought that was pretty much done. Go back. Maybe if I get rid of this and just have the path, does that work? That might work. I mean, it's almost doing it. So we're almost to the finish line. So maybe it's assuming it's just that, because it's just saying that's a proper query. It's obviously not deleting it though. Unless this proxy's on, which I don't think it is. It's not, no. That looks about right though. Yeah, I can't work this one out. It's, I can't really, it's just a bit weird. Surely that is the answer. Yeah, because look, it's passed the username equals Carlos to here. Oh, there's no server response. Is it up? So why is there no response? Oh, do I have to change that to post? Maybe not. Right, let's have a look at this again. Right, so yes. No, it's not that one. It was the next product bit at the bottom, wasn't it? Yes, it's this one. It has to be. Because the path needs to be the admin. HTTP. Why is it not letting me type? My keyboard go on, I put an R didn't put it up here. So that's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, this is a hard one. So it follows the redirect though, so I don't understand why it... So it's getting this from the page. Let's present this to the page unless I spelled something wrong. A really weird one this. I don't understand why it's not sending. Maybe it's in the URL. So maybe if I put this in the URL it works. That's my last idea, I think. I made the host unreachable. It's not good. Maybe I've got this all wrong. Added to... Maybe I need to add this to the stock API checker instead. History, post, stock API. So this is asking for store ID and product stuff. Maybe if I try sending a URL to the... Did I not get it? So if I try taking this, putting it in there, because this is a GET request, and the stock IP is obviously the post request. So I'll put this in repeater and try and put that in there. See if that works. Oh, how does that work? How come that work? Oh, so because so you can't just change the other one to a post request because it's obviously just getting the item from the last page. So the stock IP is the same place, but it's sending the product and then the path. So because it's asking for valid parameters, right? Okay, that makes sense to me now. So what it's doing is it needs these valid parameters. It's asking for a path to go to the next page. So while it moves to the next page, it's basically, instead of going to product ID 7, which would be next, or 8, which will be the one after, just skipping through them, you can change the path to actually inject this kind of code that will run on the server. But yeah, I finally worked it out, so thanks everyone for listening.